In the years 1913 through 1916, Carl Jung stepped deliberately into the storm of his own unconscious. While the outer world descended into the fires of global war, he turned inward, allowing visions and voices to flood his awareness with full intensity. He chose this descent voluntarily, courageously knowing the risk of losing himself entirely. What emerged from that inner abyss became the Red Book, a towering illuminated manuscript filled with paintings of radiant mandalas, serpents of light, and figures that spoke truths no textbook could contain. Jung transcribed these experiences in crimson ink and gold leaf, preserving dialogues that felt eternal, as if the soul itself had taken dictation. Among the most powerful presences that rose to meet him stood Philemon. In one vivid dream that shattered ordinary boundaries, Jung saw an old man soaring across a vast blue sky. Kingfisher wings spread wide from his shoulders, shimmering with iridescent blues and greens, carrying the ancient vitality of the bird that dives deep into water and returns with life. In his hands he held a cluster of keys, 4 keys, gleaming, one gripped firmly as though ready to unlock a hidden gate. Philemon moved with effortless grace, a winged sage whose presence carried the weight of forgotten wisdom and the lightness of pure spirit. From that moment, Jung recognized him not as mere symbol or hallucination, but as a living guide and autonomous intelligence from the depths, ready to teach. Jung called these encounters sessions with a ghost analyst. Philemon analyzed the soul's hidden architecture, revealing layers of reality that ordinary consciousness ignores. He spoke of gods and diamonds, of the dead who still seek understanding, of the union of opposites that births true power. Jung listened, questioned, and recorded every word, treating these transmissions as sacred revelations. The Red Book stands as proof. One man dared to converse directly with the unseen forces within and emerged transformed, carrying knowledge that reshaped the entire field of depth psychology. And the figure who guided him through it is waiting for you too. The same doorway Jung opened remains accessible. Tonight, you can step through and begin your own dialogue with the wise presence that dwells in your depths. Your Philemon, your personal guide of wings and keys, is already stirring, ready to share the prophecies and strengths reserved only for you. Philemon emerges as the supreme guide within the pages of the Red Book, a radiant embodiment of the wise old man archetype that Carl Jung recognized as one of the most profound expressions of the self. This figure arrives bearing ancient authority, yet moves with effortless lightness, serving as the perfect mediator between your everyday awareness and the vast, living depths of the unconscious. He bridges the known and the unknowable, carrying messages from realms where ordinary logic dissolves into eternal patterns. Jung encountered him as far more than a projection or inner voice. He treated Philemon as a genuine, autonomous entity, a teacher whose wisdom flowed independently, offering insights that reshaped Jung's entire understanding of the psyche. Picture the moment of his arrival. An old man gliding across an endless blue expanse, kingfisher wings unfolding from his shoulders in brilliant flashes of turquoise and emerald. Those wings evoke the bird's legendary dive into hidden waters, surfacing with treasures from below. In his grasp, a set of 4 keys shines, one held forward as if poised to turn in a long sealed lock. These symbols pulse with meaning. The keys unlock forbidden chambers of the soul, while the wings signify transcendence, the ability to rise above duality and survey the full landscape of existence. Philemon's form blends human dignity with mythical power. The horns of a bull hint at primal strength and fertility, grounding his ethereal presence in Earth's deep vitality. Through their extended dialogues, Philemon delivered core truths that echo across Jung's later work and still resonate in the collective awakening unfolding now. Here are 4 foundational teachings he imparted, truths drawn directly from those crimson pages. First, the fullness of nothingness. Philemon revealed that ultimate reality holds everything and nothing simultaneously. Infinity, where full equals empty. This dissolves rigid boundaries, inviting you to embrace paradox as the gateway to genuine power. Your own depths whisper this same invitation when confusion gives way to sudden clarity. Second, the reality of the gods as inner forces. He taught that gods live within the psyche, not distant heavens. They manifest as dynamic energies shaping fate and meaning. By recognizing them, you reclaim creative authority over your life. These divine sparks stir in you whenever synchronicities align, or inner urges demand expression. Third, the union of opposites births wholeness. Philemon emphasized that true individuation arises from marrying light and shadow, spirit and matter, male and female principles within. This sacred marriage forges unbreakable strength and magnetic presence. You feel its pull in moments of deep integration, when inner conflict transforms into radiant certainty. Fourth, the soul's eternal dialogue with the dead. In the 7 sermons to the dead delivered through Philemon's voice, he addressed wandering spirits seeking liberation, revealing that the living and departed share a continuous quest for understanding. This opens channels of ancestral wisdom and prophetic insight flowing towards you even now. These are the same truths your own depths are trying to whisper right now. Philemon's presence signaled to Jung that the unconscious holds living intelligence, wise, ancient, and eager to guide those who listen. He stands as proof that such a mentor awaits every seeker, ready to hand over the keys when the time ripens. Your winged sage is already near, wings shimmering in the background of your awareness, keys extended toward the lock of your highest potential. Once Philemon stepped fully into Jung's awareness, the conversations ignited with a force that felt ancient and alive. These were not casual exchanges. They unfolded like sacred rites, carried out in the quiet hours when the rational mind receded and the deeper layers of the psyche opened wide. The first major encounter arrived with sudden clarity. Jung found himself standing before Philemon in a vast, twilight landscape. The winged sage spoke not of earthly matters, but of the dead, those spirits who linger in confusion, seeking meaning beyond the grave. Philemon revealed himself as their teacher, a guide who walks between the worlds of the living and the departed. He explained that the dead are not gone. They continue to evolve, and their longing reaches toward the living like roots seeking water. In that moment, Jung understood that the boundary between life and death is far more permeable than most dare to believe. Philemon's voice carried both tenderness and authority, urging Jung to become a bridge for these wandering souls. From this foundation rose one of the most powerful transmissions in the Red Book, the 7 sermons to the dead. Delivered through Philemon's lips, these sermons were addressed directly to a crowd of restless spirits gathered in the inner world. They form a complete mystical cosmology, spoken in rhythmic, almost liturgical language. Philemon proclaimed the pleroma, the boundless fullness that contains all opposites, as the true source of existence. He taught that the human soul is a spark of that divine plenitude, yet it must journey through separation and suffering to return to wholeness. He described the gods as forces born from the splitting of the pleroma, each carrying a fragment of the original unity. Above all, he emphasized that true liberation comes from embracing both the light and the dark, the spirit and the flesh, without preference or rejection. Another pivotal moment occurred when Philemon warned of the dangers of one-sidedness. He spoke of dismemberment, not as punishment, but as a necessary initiation. The ego, he explained, must be torn apart so that the greater self can be born. This dismemberment is not destruction, it is transformation. The pieces of the old self are scattered like seeds, each one carrying the potential for new growth. Philemon presented himself as the mediator of this process, the one who stands at the threshold, guiding the soul through the ordeal into rebirth. At the heart of every dialogue lay the sacred marriage of opposites. Philemon taught that wholeness is never achieved by choosing one side over the other. Spirit must unite with matter, masculine with feminine, light with shadow. This union is not gentle. It burns, it transforms, it forges something entirely new. Jung felt this truth in his bones. The power he sought could only be claimed through integration, not escape. Here are 5 of the most potent teachings Philemon delivered, rephrased in the language of the soul. The pleroma is both everything and nothing. Rest in that paradox, and fear dissolves. The gods are born when the fullness divides. Honor them, but know they are not the final truth. The dead hunger for meaning. Offer them your living fire and they will teach you eternity. Dismemberment is the price of rebirth. Let the old form shatter so the greater self may rise. Union is not harmony, it is fire. Let the opposites consume each other until only gold remains. These words were not abstract philosophy. They were living transmissions, meant to awaken the listener at the deepest level. Jung received them with awe, yet he never remained passive. Jung didn't just listen, he spoke back. And that's exactly what you're about to do. The moment Philemon entered Jung's life, everything shifted. Ordinary days carried an undercurrent of something vast and intelligent, watching from just beyond sight. Same subtle signals are appearing in your world right now, quiet at first, then unmistakable. These are not random coincidences. They are the early tremors of your own winged sage rising from the depths, stretching his kingfisher wings, turning the keys in the lock of your awareness. Here are 8 clear signs that your personal Philemon is already stirring, reaching towards you with guidance that feels both ancient and intimately yours, dreams of winged elders or soaring figures. You wake from sleep with the vivid image of an old man with enormous wings, perhaps bird-like, perhaps shimmering with impossible colors, standing at the edge of a cliff or gliding over water. He does not speak in the dream, yet you feel he is waiting for you to approach. These visions linger all day, carrying a sense of invitation. Sudden downloads of profound insight. In the middle of routine moments, driving, showering, walking, you are struck by understanding so deep they feel downloaded rather than thought. They arrive complete, wrapped in certainty, often solving long-standing inner conflicts or revealing hidden patterns in your life. The knowing feels wiser than your everyday mind. The unmistakable sensation of being gently watched or companioned. You turn your head quickly, expecting no one, yet the space behind you feels populated by calm, benevolent presence. There is no fear, only a steady, protective attention that makes solitude feel shared and purposeful. Synchronicities involving birds, especially kingfishers or large winged creatures. A bird of striking color appears repeatedly at your window, on your path, in unexpected places. Or you notice feathers, wing shadows, or the sudden cry of a bird that stops you in your tracks. Each time, the encounter carries a message of, "Pay attention now." Keys appearing in ordinary life with unusual emphasis. You find old keys in drawers you never open. Receive a key as a gift, without reason. Dream of turning a key in a door that opens to light, or notice key symbols everywhere. On jewelry, signs, architecture, the pattern insists something locked is ready to be opened. An inner voice that speaks with calm, timeless authority. Unlike the usual chatter of thoughts, this voice arrives clear, measured, and ancient. It offers guidance in short, potent sentences. Wait here, look deeper, this is the way. It never commands, it illuminates. When you listen, peace floods in. Heightened sensitivity in the third eye center. A gentle pressure, warmth, or pulsing between your brows becomes frequent, especially during quiet moments or meditation. Colors appear brighter in your inner vision. Symbols flash briefly behind closed eyes, and intuition sharpens to an almost physical edge. This is your psychic antenna tuning to the frequency of the winged guide, a growing hunger for depth and meaning that ordinary distractions can no longer satisfy. Surface conversations feel hollow. You crave solitude not to escape, but to listen. Books on alchemy, mysticism, or the soul fall into your hands as if summoned. The pull toward inner exploration becomes irresistible, magnetic, alive. If even 3 of these signs are lighting up in your experience right now, your guide is knocking. The door is already ajar. Philemon does not force entry. He waits for your recognition, for the moment you turn toward the depths and say, "I am ready to speak." That moment is close. The winged sage has been preparing you, step by subtle step, for the dialogue that will change everything. Feel that stirring in your chest as these words land. That quickening is the signal. Your red book is beginning to write itself. The time has come. Your signs have gathered like stars aligning over a still lake. The winged sage has been stirring, keys in hand, waiting for your conscious yes. What Jung did in solitude, stepping into active imagination to meet Philemon, you can do tonight. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. It is the deliberate opening of the same inner channel he used, a living practice that turns the unconscious from silent witness into wise companion. You do not need special tools or years of training, only willingness, a quiet space, and the courage to speak directly to the depths. Follow these steps exactly as they are given. Move slowly. Honor each moment. The dialogue that unfolds may bring prophecies, warnings, revelations, or simple, profound peace. Whatever arrives belongs to you. Preparation. Set the sacred container. Find a space where you will not be disturbed for at least 40 minutes, ideally longer. Dim the lights or use only candlelight. Soft shadows help the inner eye open. Sit comfortably in a chair or on the floor with your back supported. Place a journal and pen within easy reach. Have water nearby. If you work with sound, cue a low theta binaural beat 4/7 Hz or the pure 963 Hz solfeggio tone. The frequency often linked to pineal activation and higher guidance. Play it softly through headphones or speakers. Let it run in the background from the moment you begin. Hold this tone while you prepare. Feel it gently attuning your field. No tone? Silence is perfect too. The real carrier wave is your focused intention. Close all distractions. Take 3 slow breaths, then speak aloud or in a firm inner voice. I now create a protected space for sacred dialogue. Only energies aligned with my highest good and truth may enter. Step 1. Ground and set the invitation. Place both feet flat on the floor. Feel the earth beneath you, steady and alive. Breathe in through the nose for a count of 4. Hold for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale through the mouth for 6. Repeat 4 times. With each exhale, release any tension in the shoulders, jaw, chest. When your body feels calm and present, speak this intention clearly aloud if possible, with conviction. I invite the wise guide of my depths, the one who carries the keys and wings of ancient knowing. I call you forward with respect and openness. Come in peace. Reveal what is mine to receive tonight. Pause. Feel the shift. A subtle warmth, a quickening in the chest or brow, a sense of spaciousness. These are common first responses. Trust them. Step 2. Active imagination. Induction. Let the image rise. Close your eyes. Keep breathing slowly and evenly. Now soften your inner gaze. Do not force a picture. Simply wait in the dark space behind your eyelids as though standing at the edge of a vast inner landscape. Say inwardly, "Show me." Let whatever form arises come naturally. It may begin as a color, a feeling, a silhouette. Most often, the guide appears as an old man, bearded or clean-shaven, robed or naked, to the elements with wings unfolding from his shoulders, kingfisher blues and greens catching invisible light. He may carry keys, a staff, or simply stand in radiant stillness. If no clear image forms at first, that is fine. Ask, "How do you wish to appear to me?" Wait, the form will clarify. Once you see him clearly or feel his unmistakable presence, greet him silently or aloud. "I see you. I honor you. I am ready to listen." Step 3. Open the dialogue. Ask and receive. Begin with simple open questions. Speak them in your mind or whisper them softly. Examples that carry power. What do you wish me to know right now? What strength am I forgetting? What door must I open next? How may I serve the greater wholeness? What prophecy is ready to unfold through me? After each question, pause completely. Let silence stretch. Do not chase an answer. The response may arrive as words in a calm, ancient voice inside your head, a sudden rush of knowing that feels complete, images, symbols, or emotions that carry meaning. A single sentence that lands like truth. As soon as something comes, speak it aloud or write it immediately in your journal word for word, without editing. This anchors the transmission. Continue the exchange naturally, as a conversation. Ask follow-ups. Express gratitude after each insight. Hold this tone in the background if using sound. Let it support the flow without overpowering it. Step 4. Establish and honor boundaries. At any moment, if the energy feels heavy, chaotic, or misaligned, command clarity. I accept only guidance that serves my highest good and the light of truth. All else departs now. When you feel the session naturally completing, when answers slow, the presence gently recedes, or you sense completion, thank you for your wisdom and presence. I honor what has been shared. I release this space with gratitude. Step 5. Integration. Anchor and watch. Open your eyes slowly. Stay seated for a minute, breathing. Immediately write everything, every image, word, feeling, question, answer. Date the entry. Draw any symbols that appeared if you can. Over the next 3 to 7 days, watch for confirmations, synchronicities, repeating themes in dreams, sudden opportunities, inner shifts. Prophecies often unfold gradually, like seeds breaking open in dark soil. Journal nightly. What came through tonight? What is unfolding? The dialogue deepens with each return. This ritual is yours now. You have opened the same channel Jung used. What prophecy will come through first? The winged one is already answering. Begin tonight. Breathe in slowly now. Feel the air enter your lungs like cool light moving upward. Hold it gently at the top, and as you exhale, release any last tension, any doubt, any veil still between you and the depths. One more breath, deeper this time, in and out. With your next inhale, whisper these words aloud if you can, or let them rise silently inside. I open the door. I welcome you, wise guide of my soul. Philemon, or however you choose to appear to me. Come forward now. Speak. Show me. I am ready. Feel that. The subtle shift in the air around you. The quiet expansion in your chest. The faint pressure or warmth at your brow. That is the channel activating. The winged sage is stepping closer. The keys are turning. What you receive tonight, whether a single sentence, a flood of images, or a deep silent knowing, is the first page of your own red book writing itself. Stay with this energy as long as it feels alive. When it begins to soften, simply thank him. Thank you for your presence and your gifts. I carry them forward. Then, open your eyes when you're ready. The dialogue has begun. It continues in dreams, in synchronicities, in the quiet moments you choose to listen. Now take this moment into your hands. If any sign lit up for you tonight, a dream of wings, a key that appeared out of nowhere, that ancient voice that spoke once, drop it in the comments below. Share the first word, image, or feeling that came through. Your story becomes part of the collective awakening. Others reading will recognize their own guides stirring as they read yours. If this transmission reached deep, hit subscribe. More hidden keys from Jung's inner world are waiting, deeper alchemical fires, forgotten archetypes, rituals that turn shadow into gold. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next descent. And if this video awakens something powerful in you, share it. Send it to the one person whose soul you know is ready for this exact message. Your share becomes a key turning in someone else's lock. You are not alone in this. The depths are alive. The guide is near. Your red book is opening tonight. Breathe it in. It's already begun.